Good morning. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. My name is God's Time David, welcoming you to Newspaper Review on High Impact Television. This morning, we're going to be taking a look at stories making rounds on front pages of newspapers in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. But before we take coronavirus updates this morning, lots of stories made round over the weekend. And top on the list is insecurity. For a very long time now, we've been having insecurity challenges around the country. Just yesterday, someone was killed in Ekiti State, and the state that has that have had quite a really good peaceful coexistence with herdsmen had crisis yesterday, or rather on Saturday, as 6 people were killed. We would have somebody join us from Osun State this morning. We also have the story of Premium Motor Spirit. This morning we got a report of the subsidy. As of Friday, we also got a report that they were going to increase it from 162 or 165 naira to 212 naira per litre. But the PPRA came out at about 4 p.m. same day to deny that report, saying that wasn't correct. However, this morning we already have another headlines talking about the subsidy. We'll move away from that story, still on stories making rounds this morning. Entertainment news. In entertainment news, we of course saw Tea or Coffee talked about it this morning, how that Burna Boy made it to the Grammys. He got the Grammy Award. Congratulations to Burna Boy. Also this morning, ASU is back in the news. They are threatening another strike. We'll get details of that story in the course of our conversations this morning. Right about now, we have our guest joining us from Kwara State. Rather, he is an editor. Of course, he's a broadcast journalist. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning, sir.
Okay, good morning.
How are you this morning? Thank you.
I'm fine.
I'm very well, thank you. Let's begin with the Punch newspaper this morning. On the front page of the Punch newspaper, we have the story of the Premium Motor Spirit and that of the petrol subsidy. The headline says, petrol subsidy to go up 102.96 billion naira in March. Now, as of Friday, reports came out that Premium Motor Spirit has been increased from 165 naira to 212 naira. Just about 4 p.m. that same day, PPR came out to refute those claims, calling it not true. But this morning, we're getting another report that Premium Motor Spirit, that's petrol subsidy is to go up 102.96 billion naira in March. Now, do you think that if this is increased, it's ever going to go down?
You see, the issue of subsidy has to do with political will. It's like the government does not have political will to remove subsidy once and for all. Hello?
I can hear you.
Hello, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. Go ahead. I'm with you. I can hear you.
Hello. You see, the issue of subsidy should be dealt with once and for all. Because you are giving us subsidy because you do not want the impact of website to be on the common man, not even on the rich. So the government should remove subsidy once and for all and use the money on other social safety nets. If they use the money on other safety nets, it will affect the poor positively. Because what we are able to realize now is that there will be an increase, but not now.
Okay.
For how long? Because it was stated categorically that there will not be an increase for now. Not that there will not be an increase. And over the time, even in the 7 and the 8 years, the issue of subsidy has been dealt with over time. So I think the government, it is right time government stopped this issue of subsidy.
Now,
and let there be competition in the downstream sector of the oil industry.
But still in the oil industry and this conversation of petrol subsidy and Premium Motor Spirit, now there are conversations surrounding the proposed sale of refineries in, we have Kaduna refineries to be sold, Warri, and that of Port Harcourt. Do you think that's the way out? Because the government is trying to generate funds. Do you think selling these refineries is the way out?
I don't think government should sell.
Are you there?
If you are talking subsidy, you don't need to sell refineries again. You need to pump your money into refinery and refine oil so that there will be competition. If the government wants to sell at a lower price, government to sell at a lower price and allow other competitors to sell at their own price. I think that should be the issue. They said they have sold refineries over the years, but they are not working. The refineries are not working. We have had the giving license to private investors to operate refineries. Where are they today?
So
it's because of subsidy. We don't need to regulate the downstream. Let there be competition. Let there be.
From Kwara State, rather, he is an editor. Of course, he's a broadcast journalist. Good morning. Thank you for joining us this morning, sir.
Okay, good morning.
How are you this morning? Thank you.
I'm fine.
I'm very well, thank you. Let's begin with the Punch newspaper this morning. On the front page of the Punch newspaper, we have the story of the Premier Motor Spirit and that of the petrol subsidy. The headline says, petrol subsidy to gulp 102.96 billion naira in March. Now, as of Friday, reports came out that Premier Motor Spirit has been increased from 165 naira to 212 naira. Just about 4 p.m. that same day, PPR came out to refute those claims, calling it not true. But this morning, we're getting another report that Premier Motor Spirit, that's petrol subsidy is to go up 102.96 billion naira in March. Now, do you think that if this is increased, it's ever going to go down?
You see, the issue of subsidy has to do with political will. It's like the government does not have political will to remove subsidy once and for all. Hello?
I can hear
you. Hello, are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. Go ahead. I'm with you. I can hear you.
Hello. You see, the issue of subsidy should be dealt with once and for all. Because they are giving us subsidy because you do not want the impact of website to be on the common man, not even on the rich. So the government should remove subsidy once and for all and use the money on other social safety nets. If they use the money on other safety nets, it will affect the poor positively. Because what you are beginning to realize now is that there will be an increase, but not now.
Okay.
For how long? Because it was stated, it was stated categorically that there will not be an increase for now. Not that there will not be an increase. And over the time, even in the 7 and the 8 years, the issue of subsidy has been dealt with over time. So I think the government, it is right time government stopped this issue of subsidy.
Now,
and let there be competition in the downstream sector of the oil industry.
But still in the oil industry and this conversation of petrol subsidy and Premier Motor Spirit, now there are conversations surrounding the proposed sale of refineries in, we have Kaduna refineries to be sold, Warri, and that of Port Harcourt. Do you think that's the way out because the government is trying to generate funds? Do you think selling these refineries is the way out?
I don't think government should sell.
Are you there?
If you are talking subsidy, you don't need to sell refineries again. You need to pump your money into refineries and refine oil so that there will be competition. If the government wants to sell at a lower price, government to sell at a lower price and allow other competitors to sell at their own price. I think that should be the issue. They said they have sold refineries over the years, but they are not working. The refineries are not working. We have had the giving license to private investors to operate refineries. Where are they today?
So
because of subsidy. We don't need to regulate the downstream. Let there be competition. Let there be free entry and free exit.
Okay.
And then we have when over time, and there will be no crisis in the downstream sector.
Let's talk about the effect this would have on Nigerians. Now, as of yesterday and Saturday, Abuja was already selling at 200 naira. And I don't know how it is in Kwara State, but in Lagos, I've seen queues at petrol stations. Now, what do you think? Is this the right time for subsidy? Do you think it's the right time to increase fuel price?
Well, I agree with you that this is not the right time. It isn't the right time at all. But it is a necessary evil that we must do. This isn't the right time, I agree. Because in Kwara as today, most of the filling stations are selling at between 170 and 200 per liter. So it's just that there's no point. Most filling stations sell between 170 to 200 per liter in Kwara as today.
Well, let's hope that this petrol conversation would take a better turn by the end of the week. We would see how that will turn out. Let's move away from PMS to education story. Now, this morning, we're getting reports from ASU. They are threatening another strike. ASU wants a fresh strike over unremitted deductions. You are conversant with the ASU story. How does this new strike make you feel?
You see, I read that story. In all honesty, as a journalist, I don't think that story should merit any page, because what the allegation against the government has to do with the office of the Accountant General. If you are taking the Accountant General, how can we do?
I'm here.
If you are taking the Accountant General as the 50 and are not doing their work properly, it is expected of that reporter to balance that story and let us have the views of the Minister of Finance or of the Office of the Accountant General. The government is not saying they are not paying. The issue is about administrative bottlenecks. We are agreed that there's always bureaucracy in government when it comes to money, when it comes to payment and other issues. So the issue is not about government not fulfilling their obligations. The issue is about the bureaucracy.
Okay.
Because they allege that they have to bring loads of papers. If loads of papers and loads of records we transmit to transparency and due diligence, let it be.
Well, since you've actually said that it's not a balanced story and a balanced report, let's wait and get responses from the affected bodies. Let's move away from ASU's story to insecurity challenges Nigeria has currently been facing. Now, as of yesterday, there was a killing in Ekiti State. As of Saturday, there were killings rather in Osun State. 6 persons died. Now, let's talk about how these insecurity challenges affect every other part of the country. How does this make you feel?
You see, hello?
I'm here.
I believe everybody above 18 should be allowed to carry weapons in Nigeria. Honestly speaking.
Why is that?
Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you. I'm asking, why is that?
Yes. This will reduce crime. But in fact, it will reduce banditry as well. Of 120 people to pay into the school or to go into a village.
Sorry, let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you, if I may. Are you saying above 15? Are you saying everyone above 15 or above 18 should be allowed to carry arms?
Yes, I'm in support of that. It will reduce violence. It will reduce crime. It will reduce crime. Take for instance, a gang of the street going to a village to kidnap, to molest them. When this gang of 16 knows that about 20 or 50 in the village also have weapons, they will not do that again.
Now, if go ahead.
If you take advantage of people when you know they are harmless, You take advantage of people. Let me give you an instance. It happened to me. A gang of about 6 came and robbed my house. We were about 8 in the house, but because they had weapons, they came in, robbed everything, and took my valuables away. If myself, my wife, my cousin, and my brothers that are with me do have weapons also, it will not be possible.
Don't you think that allowing people over 15 and 18, to start with, 15 is still on the range, they are still minors, yeah? But above 15 and 18, don't you think that could... Above 18, yeah, but don't you think that allowing people carry arms above 18 might cause some form of mayhem in the country? Some persons might want to take advantage of it.
You see, what we need is to build a strong institution. We need to build a strong police force. We need to build a strong judiciary, so that when we have strong institutions, we'll be able to regulate our crimes in Nigeria. When we have a strong police force, the police force will be able to curtail arms proliferation in Nigeria. So that is what we need. We need strong institutions. When we have a formidable police force, when we have a strong judiciary,
okay,
that will be able to contain the proliferation of small arms and weapons.
But in the United States, you would agree with me that before this time, carrying of arms used to be legal. But currently, there are conversations surrounding banning of arms. Don't you think that if Nigeria allows that, we might gradually get to the level of the government probably regretting the act of allowing it or making it legal in the first place?
Okay. If you say that, the present situation of this,
okay,
even the protection of arms that we have, the lethal weapons that we have in Nigeria is alarming. That is because there is no regulatory frameworks for people to have arms. That is why people are keeping it and holding those arms. But when you open up the system and allow those above 18
okay,
to have arms, to hold arms, it will reduce this illegal recycling of arms among the younger ones. Honestly speaking, I believe we need to open up the system. If we cannot have a local police or state police, let the people be able to protect themselves against crime.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's wrap it up there. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for your thoughts.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. As the size of the package we can take this morning on Newspaper Review. Remember to join us at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. News around the globe on High Impact Television to get details of these headlines. My name is God's Time David, wishing you an amazing week ahead. And remember to stay safe. Always have your face mask on. Bye-bye.